That's his reality distortion field, which I think is fascinating because we all actually have that ability. One is you've heard of Steve Jobs' reality distortion field. So Steve Jobs was known for having this energy that basically made other people around him believe that they could change the world, that they were unstoppable. And so people would talk afterwards after he died about how he'd come into their office and he'd be like, we're going to ship this product in 24 hours. He would get them all riled up and then they would ship it in 24 hours. And after the 24 hours were done, they would kind of be like, coming out from a blackout, like what just happened? That's his reality distortion field, which I think is fascinating because we all actually have that ability. If you actually believe that you are capable of something, it's weird what you can accomplish.
Amen.
If you want to get a reality distortion field, reading the biographies of billionaires is really powerful. I'd rather read 10 billionaires biographies than 200 self-help books because they've actually done it.
I mean, I spoke to Walter and he told me that Elon has this just obsessive ability to just assume that everything he's being told is basically not true. I.e., if someone says something takes eight months or something, he seems to just reject that idea on sight, and he immediately asks about the core components of the challenge. So he'll immediately go right down to the roots of the problem.
Yep.
And from there, he'll figure out that, in fact, it can get done in 8 days. And I just don't think people understand the advantage of saving that amount of time on any challenge you have in your life, on figuring out a way to make it happen faster. Because one of the great currencies of all of our lives is just the time that we have. Yeah. And some people will take 3 to 4 years to start a business that, with your information and that your understanding and your bias, would probably take you 90 days.
Yeah.
Now that's a 3 year, 9 month saving on life, just because you have this sort of urgent bias.
I asked him why he's so successful in so many aspects of his life, damn near a billionaire. And he said, the only reason that I'm successful is I'm faster than everybody else. By the time they have thought about an idea, taken it to a meeting, and started to move, I have already made 3 mistakes and found a faster way. And so his bias on speed is fascinating. So in our companies, we implemented something called the 24-hour rule, which was this idea that if we want to win, we have to have a bias towards action. We have to decrease our time between thinking about a thing and doing the thing.